Good morning, and welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. I'm looking better. We got Angus off for his driver's test. I can't even say it. Driver's test this morning. So I'm a little behind schedule. He made me go to Dunkin' Donuts. So today I am fueled by Dunkin', little caramel macchiato that they forgot my caramel in. But Angus had a coffee as well. We're going to do something a little bit different in this video. We are actually going to do a reading for the brand As Ever NYC, the clothing brand that Meghan Markle stole the name. So apparently I went over, I love their clothing. They've got these cool jumpsuits and like these really cool pants. I have to refresh my wardrobe for the spring. I think I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff off them. I really like it. They manufacture clothes here in the United States, in New York and New Jersey. So I'm going to do a reading for them. One of the co-founders, his name is Mark Kolsky. So Mark Kolsky, best of luck to you. We're going to see if the Markle Sparkle is going to be a boon to their business. So I really think it's really cool. According to this article I'm reading right now, it says in the last 36 hours, there's been an outpouring of support and concern regarding the recent events of our namesake brand. We're aware, we're not affiliated, blah, 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 blah. So let's get reading some cards. So I did just yesterday establish an Amazon storefront. So instead of going into the comments, you don't just have to go there to get the links to all the cards and the products that I use. So I've got a beauty section. I've got my desk set up. I've got some of the cards that I use. You guys can go on over there and do a little shopping if you'd like. Because it's an Amazon storefront, I do get a commission or a fee for anything that you purchase from there at no additional cost to you. So it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I hadn't hit the benchmark yet. So I hit the benchmark. So that's an exciting thing. The link did not work on my Facebook page. So if you're seeing this on Facebook or any of my other social medias, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not working. It's working through my YouTube page. So you can just come to this. Let's pull up the card view. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already. My subscribership hit 5,900. So we are fast approaching. Actually, I'm at 5,922 as of this recording. So welcome to the fray, guys. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to make this nice and big so you guys can still hear me, but we're going to make this nice and big. So let's see the intrusion of Meghan Markle into this brand As Ever NYC. How is it affecting the brand? 5 of Cups, very disappointed initially. We've seen this card a few times with Meghan Markle. 9 of Wands, they're coming out. They're ready to fight, Under the surface, 2 of Coins, they're willing to share in this chaos to get some exposure. It's no offense. Like, I'm not saying that they're being shady or anything. Wheel of Fortune, they were doing just fine on their own. I think they established the brand in 2017, or no, I'm sorry. Let me just see. Yes, the clothing brand As Ever launched in 2017, and I believe they did something just a few years ago. But I guess their flagship is really the jumpsuits that they have. And there's an amazing pink one. I'm going to put a link to their website and to their socials here too, because I want to give them as much exposure as possible. I want you guys all to go over, give them a like, give them a share, give them a follow. There's some pretty cool stuff there. It may not be for everybody, but there were a lot of pieces that I was like, oh, this is kind of right up my alley. So disappointed at first, really concerned that this is going to damage the brand. And I can't blame Mark and the other founder and the other people that work at the company, because everything that Meghan Markle touched, it turns into dust. So I can't blame him for being worried about it, but they're coming out from behind. Now, I did read, somebody commented on another YouTube channel that they didn't trademark the name, but you're still an established brand name. You can kind of split hairs on that. It's still not really cool. You really should do your due diligence. I had a similar situation when I did the Psychic News Network. I did not realize that there was a single psychic out there who was branding her shows as the Psychic News Network. It wasn't the name of her channel, but it was her show. And there just wasn't enough traction on it when I did my due diligence and I didn't see it. So that was why we changed it to the Psychic News Report. And then I had another psychic who came out and said that she established the name Psychic News Report, which it just is not possible. You can't put 3 words together, and you're the first one who ever uttered them. So that one I gave a little pushback on. So anyway, up here, the Hanged Man, this is a lesson for them to trademark and do what they need to do. So I don't know if they're going through the motions to go through the trademarking. It's my understanding that there's lots of people that are saying, hey, we'll do a GoFundMe. We'll help you out. We'll get some legal fees put together for you. So that's pretty interesting. I think over here, this Hangman, and that's Sleeping Beauty. This is, again, the Tarot of the Divine that we're focused on. I think for this week and next week, we're going to focus on this deck because it really is very rich with all the fairy tales. But that is Briar Rose, our Sleeping Beauty. And the Hangman, you have to remember, the Hangman is already in reverse when we get it. So we're learning from the way that we affect others, the things that we have done, how they've affected our existence. So this is kind of a cocooning moment for them. And I think they're figuring out what to do. Temperance. I do think that they are going to come out hot and making this work for them. So how do they see themselves? They see themselves as brought into the sunlight. I think this is great brand exposure. Unfortunately, they're kind of put on their back foot because they're seen as being betrayed by a larger, bolder person. How do others see them? Meaning us? 8 of Cups. We're saying don't back down because I won't back down. Those of you that know me know that I am still not okay from losing Tom Petty. He was one of my favorites. So all of us are saying don't back down. Don't back. Megan see them? How does the whole Megan operation see them? They see them. This is so obnoxious. They see them as little. Their littles are little. They see them as little and inconsequential, which is really offensive. I think this is one of the problems that Meghan Markle has, is that she always sees people as little and inconsequential to what she's doing. She's bigger. She's a movie star. She's a TV star. She's a duchess or a fake princess, American princess, whatever she is. So I think that is a huge miscalculation. Hopes and fears for As Ever NYC. The fear is that this is going to forever marry them to her. So we'll talk about how they can divorce themselves from it. And the outcome, strength. Have patience, have time. So what do we do? What do? So again, we're talking about As Ever New York and As Ever NYC. What can they do to make sure that they have a firm foot away from the Markle spackle? Page of Cups. They can say, we don't like this. They can say 8 of Swords. We are here to stay. We are here to stay. We have a brand. We have a name. We have a following. Over 10 years or almost 10 years in the business. Don't mess with us. Don't mess with New York. Judgment. The Hanged Man, and the Queen of Wands. So I think that this is an opportunity for them to basically come out swinging for their spring line. I know their spring line's already out, but this is an opportunity for them to add some more to that. The Star, it's a slow bleed, and it ain't over till the fat lady sings. This is not the end of their line. This is not the end of their branding. They don't have to worry about it. But they're here to stay. The Star is in reverse. We're here to stay. We've got an unplanned future. What would be really maximum success for them? That was how they can divorce themselves from this whole Meghan Markle thing. But what would provide maximum success for them? Maximum success. King of Wands. They don't have to do a whole lot. They don't have to go toe to toe with her. Don't change for you, don't change for me. So they don't have to make any major changes. I'm saying they could add a few things to the spring line just to kind of bulk it up, maybe get some different things in there if they really want to. I believe that they design all of the clothing. So design to, checking the markets and what? Don't change. They don't really need to change. I think that they could add a few things to the line, but if we go into design, production, all of that, it may take too much time. So don't change. I think they should ride this out. Their name is hot out there under the surface. 5 of Swords. Don't be sad. Don't worry about this. 9 of Coins. It is, and 4 of Coins, as long as they stand strong and they say no. That Queen of Swords there says no. We're not changing. We're not going to be as ever, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to change. We're going to be as ever, NYC. That's what we're going to be, the original. Not as ever official, like Megan did. So is this going to go to court? Are we going to wind up in court? Are we going to wind up in court? Ace of Swords. I don't think so. Page of Wands. I don't think it's worth the trouble. Queen of Coins. I think as ever, NYC. And look at that. We got that 5 of Cups in reverse now. That's a good thing. 2 of Coins. They're going to go their separate way in the future. It really, they just have to kind of hold the pace. Now, New York is so different from LA. Being from the New York area, I'm from New Jersey. I can see New York from my house. And having lived in LA, they're very, very different vibes. New York, like 0 Fs. There are 0 Fs. Whereas in LA, everyone's trying to impress each other. So I think the tactic on the part of Megan will be, well, I'm just going to try and like make a really elevated brand that's like totally different. It has nothing to do with clothing. It has everything to do with cooking and foods and things like that. I think she's going to try and go that route. Where like it's totally different. It's not even the same thing. And this like little designer is just all up in my shit. Oh, I cursed. I think she's going to try and go that route, and that is not going to play very well. I think if as ever New York just kind of keeps businesses as business does, they could be laughing about this around cappuccinos this morning. I hope they are, because they got great exposure for free from a frantic woman on Instagram. So I think this is going to work out just fine for them. So let's do this. Final words. As ever, how is their summer line going to be? We got spring, we got summer line. I think they're going to be making some changes. There's that 5 of Cups keeps coming up. 2 of Coins. Queen of Coins, absolutely. Summer line is going to look good. And there's our Sleeping Beauty again in the Hermit. We're going to see collaborations, cross collaborations with them, I think. I think other designers are going to come in and help bolster them as well, which is going to be very interesting. I do see a crossover thing. It's going to be as ever cross something. And I think we're going to get some interesting stuff out of that. So if their phone is ringing, Mark, if your phone is ringing, pick it up and talk to people, do collaborations. I think this is going to be a good thing. There's something about summer at like the Hamptons, like, out at the ocean, kind of boaty, but edgy at the same time. I'm getting definitely kind of a flow like that. So one of my favorite things to do, guys, is to do business readings like this. I coach a lot of people in corporate. I coach a lot of people in their search for jobs and businesses and things like that. It's one of my favorite things to do as a psychic and an intuitive and a tarot reader and a spiritual advisor. So I never call myself a spiritual advisor, but I hope you guys like that. We went a little bit different. I want to find the yellow brick road in this. So if Megan is going to like try and stomp on somebody's brand, I wanted to see if we could find some kind of yellow brick road for them. And it looks like as ever, NYC is going to have a really good couple of seasons. So I'm looking forward to my wardrobe refresh. And I just hope my fat ass can fit into their jumpsuits. Actually, I lost a lot of weight when I was sick. So that was a side bonus. I'm going to keep eating healthy, except for this caramel macchiato. So for all of you, as ever, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to try and keep the content coming out. Watch my Teaspoons of Tarot. They're coming out, and we're going to be doing that Tarot, the Divine. I'm going to do it all next week too, so that we get a really, really good understanding of that deck. But I hope you have a fabulous day. And by the time I'm back at this desk, I'm probably going to have a new driver in the house. So not looking forward to paying those insurance premiums, but I'll see you in the future.